I'm been a turncoat.
That is very, very unfair.
I think it's
Call me a
very,
turncoat.
I think it's very, very fair.
It's not.
It is.
Well, do you want to drive the Fendt then?
No. Guys, it's the middle of January. Can't see your finger in front of you out here today.
It's horrible.
Lockdown situation's not great. Everything's a bit blech. We're missing the Lama show. And we were sitting thinking the other day, what could we do? Gary had an idea. He thought that it was worthy doing some challenges where we put the 820 Fendt up against the 7810. It's a bit of a theme that we said we'd maybe try and run throughout the summer, depending on obviously how COVID restrictions and that go and what bits and pieces of machines we can get our hands on. So
that kind of spurred off the choose your weapon thing for me, because like there was a lot of controversy over, they were very, very close on that post, and like I just thought, we have the two of them here in the shed. They're two very different tractors but very similar at the same time, and it'd be nice to see how they get on, I think.
First and foremost, but we'll have to put out there that the 820 is next generation tractor, as in global.
Yeah, well look, if you were putting like for like, you'd probably be looking for a 7530.
Exactly.
Auto power.
But we're not.
We're not,
we don't
because
have a 7530 auto power. So whilst, but just pointing out, this is 7810. We all know what this is. 7810, 2003, 8.1 litre Waterloo engine, 175 horsepower odd rated at the shaft out of the factory. This one does have a magic, there's 185 in there somewhere. This one does have a magic button, and on the flick of that button she will increase to about 205 or slightly more, thereabouts. We have that dynoed and tested. So we know this is a strong performer in torque, and we know it's a strong performer in engine. We know the engine's capable of a lot more, but we've never asked any more of this tractor in our lifetime. 820 is
Deutsch.
problem number uno.
Yeah, should have bought a 930, shouldn't we?
Man.
No, she's is it a 6.1 Deutsch?
She is, I think. Yeah.
Aye, I know she dynoed about 190.
I think that's pretty much her where she's
meant to be. Yeah. 200 engine rated, is that sort of what they were?
That or maybe slightly more, but yeah.
So they're not far away.
I would
really
say she's not far away, and by the looks of things, no doctor, and so that's a very good straight original tractor, doing what she's meant to do. Your gearbox is different.
Very different. We're going from CVT here to manual, really. Like that as a manual box, really. It's not, you couldn't even call that power shift, really. It's manual.
Levers.
Yeah.
Big Jimmy says levers. We like
so
you're
polar opposites in that department. So
we have them both probably. They're not on the same breed of tyres, but they're not even really in the same sizes, but they are pretty much bang on the same rolling circumference.
They've got the same footprint.
This baby here got her upgrade last year we treated her to a new 5-ton linkage, a new front PTO, and so the Fendt as of yet hasn't got the front PTO, but it will. There are lots of wee things that we think we can do with these couple of tractors for a bit of crack. We're going to have a wee bit of fun with this over the next couple of months, a couple of wee challenges.
Probably the first thing we're going to see them at's a bit of slurry lately when the ban lifts. Probably get them hauling tankers. Maybe people can tell us a wee bit about maybe if they want to see something in particular. Shout.
Yeah, I think from our point of view, Gary and I is not really approaching this where we're determined we want one to do better than the other. We genuinely want to see what it is. I mean, we wouldn't have bought the 820 if we didn't think it was the next future classic. What we do now, Weybridge.
Take them and weigh them here and see, what do you think? Just out of interest, what's your thoughts?
I would have thought fairly similar. Oh, lethal. But challenge 1 is the weighbridge.
What do you think, guy? Which one do you think will come in heavier?
I think it's going to be close, but I think the John Deere's just going to be slightly heavier.
Why, well, if it's not, I'm going to sit in it. Well, these 800s weigh pretty heavy as far as I can remember. And there's, as I say, the U-Bib tyres and that switch weighs heavy compared to a normal set, so...
I'd say it'll be close.
Yes.
Well, there's a first challenge that the John Deere has failed on, Gary.
Visibility issues, is there?
Aye.
My wiper's not working. That is the first time I've noticed that.
To be honest, I didn't know they weren't working. That's not sabotage day, don't
Have you been cutting wires?
obviously complicated. I just pulled the fuse there.
Aye, might have to look for that when we're back. First job, round to the local quarry, onto the bridge, just to see what weight we're talking about. Gary, you wouldn't go in there and get another ticket, and I will just sit in her.
Aye, you got a ticket, aye?
Aye, but I mean, you wouldn't go in and let me sit in the Deere because she's not as heavy as I thought. Well, she is. I guessed 8 ton.
She's light. Light in her feet, that's yoke.
What is she?
What do you think?
Well, I'm going to say 7.5.
7.4.
600 kilos of difference between us then.
Are you 8 ton?
8 ton and 80 kilos, guy.
Oofed.
So our starting point is wheel right in the middle of this grid. I'm going to go first this time. No side brakes, full steering lock. Just going to come off the grid before I do the full steering lock. Just nice and easy. So you think there's a bit of adjustment there, but when you look at it, there's not a lot of adjustment left in this old girl. So very little more they'd have been able to turn up the inside of me. And she's back to where she started, just because I was off the grid before that. That's crazy. Crazy. I think if there's a picture to show and demonstrate the difference, that's it. Only difference is if I go into reverse, you have no chance. Well, the Deere's heavier. She's got more horsepower, bigger engine, old school, yeah, forward, left hand, reverse, old school gearbox, 4 gears. She's my baby, and I think she's still going to win a lot of the tasks. But that was interesting, to say the least. What are you thinking, Gary? Have you any thoughts on this one?
Well, your hatch is further back, so that may give you a little bit of advantage in this one.
Yeah, okay. You're thinking I might get a little advantage and you might have a little disadvantage, but would still be expecting you to turn a bit tighter.
I'm going to be able to turn tighter still, but whether I'm going to be able to use it all, that's the issue I'm facing now, because my hatch is right there below her.
Yeah.